You are watching Dan Wu TV with your hosts, Fran the Man and Scotty B.
Hello and welcome. You're watching The Man Cave. I'm your host, Fran the Man, and this is my co-host, Scotty B.
We have a lot of topics to touch on today, from shopping to hot spots and many more. Stay tuned as we return with your sports update after this short commercial break.
You know, I'm not trying to micromanage your finances, but I will tell you that my E-Trade savings account earns 8 times the national average. So, it's funny. The boys are talking about what to do with all this extra coin. I was like, I'm renting a clown. And I did. A Bobo here. And I really underestimated the creepiness.
Earn 8 times the national average. 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Welcome to the Man Cave's exclusive football coverage. What's football, you may ask? Live vote. What's manlier than to start the show off with the manliest sports of all? Football. And not just American football, football too. It's been another exciting week in the football world, both American football and soccer. And we are here to catch you up on the latest and greatest. So, Fran, what's new in this week's National Football League?
So much, Scott. With so many games over Thanksgiving weekend, it's hard not to be pumped. New England steamrolled Philly 38-20, but honestly, who didn't see that coming? Brady threw for 361 yards and 3 touchdowns, crushing Philadelphia's hopeless playoff chance, despite Young's 400 yards of passing. Man, I'm stoked. Tebow moved the Broncos down the field, and Matt Prater kicked the football an impressive 37 yards for a field goal with 29 seconds left in overtime to lead the Broncos to a dramatic victory Sunday against the Chargers, who've lost 6 games in a row. How depressing for the Chargers, Scott.
Oh, I'd say it's very depressing. And football, Barclays Premier League news, Chelsea beat the Wolverhampton Wanderers. In the opening 5 minutes, Terry scored a quick goal for Chelsea, allowing them to remain calm and collected afterwards. Watching a team like this play really adds the beauty to the beautiful game. In the 29th minute, the Blues scored.
My God.
The Blues scored another goal. Mata made it 3-0 on the verge of the incredibly long halftime point, when he was given room to beat Hennessy from 12 yards. Wolves looked like a much more confident outfit in the second half. However, and almost pulled one back, where Ebanks Blake threaded the ball through to Ward, but the Irishman's shot trickled off to the right of the pot of gold. Mark this is off target. Final score, Chelsea 3, Wolves 0.
All right, we'll be right back after a short commercial break with our weekly entertainment updates.
Enjoy the show.
The Visa check card, because every second counts. Life takes action. Life takes Visa.
And welcome back to the Man Cave. I'm here with a very special guest to talk to us about some of his past and current film projects, director, screenwriter, teacher extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Kevin O'Neill.
Guys,
Kevin,
thanks for having me.
thanks for being on the show with us
being
today.
here.
Welcome
Man Cave.
to the Man Cave,
Man,
bro.
makes me want to have a beer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can we get one for Kevin, please? Preferably a Corona, but anyways, let's talk movies, Kevin.
Okay.
Tell us some about your current projects that you directed and produced.
Okay. Well, I've actually written and directed and produced 4 films. One was Clark, my first film, then The Bout, Captain Finn, and then Hunting Season.
Okay, so let's first talk about Clark.
Okay.
What is that based on? What's the story behind it?
Well, the nutshell of it is it's about a little boy who was abused in the 50s and how he used his belief in Superman to overcome it.
Is it more of a coming of age story, or is he thinking like he's a superhero, or?
Yeah, it's basically a coming of age story. It's about a kid who, when he grows older, we see the results of the abuse that his father had on him in his adult life.
Interesting. pretty intense scene there,
Intense,
man.
huh?
Who's the guy with the beard?
I know. He was in a film I saw that called Second Coming that was in as an actor. I remember seeing this guy and saying, "Oh, I've got to use him in a film." He's so intense.
Yeah, that guy's
very
pretty
scary.
intense. Very scary dude right
yeah.
there. Next, we have, I think, the Bout.
Yes.
Which you wrote, directed yourself, and I think it was based on the life of one of your current.
Actually, a past student
Past
of mine.
student?
Yeah, a past student of mine who was actually a MMA fighter, and he was living in his car. And we just happened to be in a phone conversation one day, and he's talking to me about acting, and all of a sudden he reveals to me that he's not only an MMA fighter, but that he was living in his car. And I
he
thought,
said
that's a script.
A
That's
movie
got to
right
be a
off
movie.
rip.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of MMA movies out there anyway.
There
so-
really isn't, not any good ones anyway.
Right.
And this isn't so much about MMA because the bout is a dual term. It actually has to do with the bout of alcohol. And
So before we go to this
Yeah.
clip right here, what is the scene about? So
yeah, this scene is basically where Tiny and my character Gary, for the very first time, actually meet just before a big fight that they have.
Okay.
And it's a setup of the protagonist and the antagonist.
okay, let's check it out. This is the Bout.
Elbows tight. Elbows tight. Tight. Hey. Damn. That's it. That's all you got for me. Man, get this bitch out of here and get me a real fight, man. What, man? Like you doing anything for me anyway. What, man? Ain't none of y'all here fit to whoop me. Ain't nothing but a bunch of bitches in here. What's up, Gary? Huh? You wanna trade leather with me, boy? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Very, very intense scene there. But which one is the? I think because I said
Gary.
you said Gary. You said he's the. You even casted him in the movie.
Yeah, I
itself.
cast him in the film, and he's the lead in the entire
the
film.
lead role,
yeah.
and he was. Which one
He's
was?
actually the guy who was outside of the ring. The
Okay.
guy inside of the ring, he's the antagonist, and we kind of set this up to see why we get into this fight, this
Right.
particular fight, because he is a very aggressive fighter, the guy in the ring, Tiny.
Tiny.
And he's a very aggressive fighter and gang member, so he pushes Gary into this moment.
Things like he runs things like that.
Yeah,
like
he's
stating his dominance and stuff.
Does that with the trainer and everything else in the scene. You see him, he actually is pushing the trainer around,
Right.
pushes all the other fighters. He doesn't respect anyone.
So how much time did it take for production?
Yeah, we had pre-production of 2 months.
Okay.
We spent a lot of time in pre-production. We went and raised money and everything else. And then production itself was like 6 to 7 days. And then post-production has been almost a year.
So I hear that you're currently in the middle of production of another film.
Yeah, I'm in post-production for another film called The Hunting Season. And we're finishing that up. And then I'm also in pre-production for a film called The Letter Carrier that we're going to be doing in April.
Okay. The hunting season now. Let's hear more about that.
Yeah, basically it's a story about a woman who is a single mom raising her kids at home and is a park ranger. And she's out in this desolate park, and one night she crosses paths with a guy who is a child molester.
Ah,
Another intense story.
let's check this clip
Yeah.
out for the hunting. Black and white and intense, just
Yeah.
how I like it, Kevin.
Yeah, it is. It's a very intense story.
Very intense. Is it? When would it be? Is there an actual date when it'll be finalized?
Actually
or?
released, we don't have a set date
No,
for that
not
one.
yet?
Now, our next film that we want to put out is About, and that's the one that we're concentrating
more
on
focused
right
on
now.
right now.
Yeah.
And lastly, before you have to go, Kevin, is there any advice that you can give out there to people that are trying to be directors or writers or just trying to make it into this industry? Any tips you can give to them?
You know, I do, because I found it very difficult. I transitioned from an actor into directing, and I find it very difficult that everybody wants to be a director, and there's a huge competition for that position. But I always say that no matter what it is, when I was acting, directing, being a fireman, whatever you want to do, don't lose vision of that. Always keep your eye on that and never let go of it. No matter what you have to do in order to get there. Sometimes, you know, you're not necessarily getting to act all the time.
Right.
Maybe you're not getting to direct all the time, but you never let go of that vision, and that's how you
Keep the dream alive.
Yeah, well, at least the passion alive.
The passion alive, man. Keep that fire burning.
Yeah, man.
But Kevin, thanks for being on the show with us today,
We're not
man.
having beer, is that right?
We'll get the beer right now. For any more information about Kevin's productions, please go to www.oliveroadranchproductions.com. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Kevin O'Neill.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on
Thank
the Man
you.
Cave. We'll be right back with our main tech segment after these commercial breaks.
Just relax. The operation will be over before you know it.
Anesthesia on. Okay, scalpel.
Ow, I can feel that.
Can you feel this?
Ow, anesthesia on.
Not everything responds to your voice like Sync. Introducing Sync.
Play artist, The Flaming Lips.
Voice activate your MP3 player, Bluetooth phone,
Call lawyer. Harrison Baxter.
and more. Sync, powered by Microsoft, exclusively on new Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles.
Hello everyone and welcome to Man Tech. This is where we'll be updating you with the latest and greatest in technology for men. I'm your host, Scotty B, and today we'll be going over all of your holiday needs. On our first must-have this holiday season is the newest installment to the Call of Duty collection, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It was just released in August for every platform, starting from the PlayStation 3 to the Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, and even Microsoft Windows. It is a very hot item this winter. Get it as soon as you can. The release price is $59.99. Next on our list are two affordable DSLRs. We have, or for all you Christopher Nolans out there, we have the Nikon D7000 and we have the Canon 60D. Both are middle-class DSLRs and both have great features, and they both in the price range of $1,100, but the 60D comes with a lens at that price. The D7000 has 39-point autofocus, and it takes the upper hand as far as photography point of view, and the 60D is able to shoot 60 frames per second. That's something that the D7000 is unable to do. So I would say the 60D takes the lead as far as video aspects, but either of these cameras are great for all you upcoming filmmakers. So what are you going to play all this on, from your Modern Warfare 3 to your home movies you make? How about this new 51-inch Samsung Plasma flat-screen HD television? This television has extreme clarity and is a must-have for any man cave. Price range right now is about $800 and is worth every penny. This has amazing visual presentation and it's amazing to have in your home. This is Man Tech with your host, Scotty B. Make sure to pick up all these items you've seen here today before Christmas rush begins. We'll be back with the holiday tips after this short commercial break.
What are you building, Stark?
I'm working on something big. Yeah, I can fly. I just finally know what I have to do.
This Friday,
Roscoe!
going back home is never easy.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
He started it. It got my mouth!
Freak! Good morning, Reggie.
Martin Lawrence.
Oh!
Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday.
And welcome back. You're here with Fran the Man. Today on the Man Cave, we have a special segment on holiday tips. Today I'll be introducing two men who aren't so lucky when it comes to getting the ladies. Let's go ahead and introduce these two side dogs. We have Alex and John. Neither of these guys have any skills at getting women, as you can tell, and no one wants to spend the holidays alone. So today I'm giving these men tips on how to get a woman. So Alex, what is your problem with the ladies?
Well, let me tell you, Fran, pretty much all my nights and days start out the same way. I'm in my box by myself, as you know, as usual, and I go towards the bar, and I head for the bar, and I go in the bar. I set my sights on the prettiest ladies in the bar.
You're supposed to.
Right? That's what you're supposed to do. So I go up to the ladies, and, 100% of the time, they're running away. And I don't know what it is, man. I see them running outside and puking on the streets. I don't know what it is about me that's making them puke on the streets.
Well, I know for a fact what that is, bro. And one is the matter that you look like ass, okay? That's where we're gonna start off with this. Because it's not a bad thing. It's harsh, but it's the truth. It's not a bad thing, but you're just gonna have to pull out your inner MacGyver and work with the little bit the good Lord had the misfortune of blessing you with, bro. All right? Now, you look homeless, and that's not a bad thing. But the stench you're giving off is probably what's causing women to throw up. Because it's flaring up my nostrils right now. So what you might want to do is drop your standards by 60% and cover up that scent. Because how is a gazelle supposed to be eaten by a lion when I just did not know what to say, and I'm going to keep going with this? Because you're a lion, and you're supposed to hunt the gazelle.
Hunt the gazelle.
Okay?
Right.
Now, you, my friend, are attracting a different crowd of women. You want this. Okay, this is what you're after.
That's right.
See? But you should be going after this. Environmental friendly, okay? That's the hybrid that you should be going after for. I know you're going to the bars, but let's try a different approach. Let's go behind the bars. Okay. Near the dumpster region, okay? By picking up a woman who's near a dumpster, you eliminate that aroma factor because she's welcoming to your stench. She's like,
used to it.
Damn, this is a man, And if you guys hit it off, boom, her house is probably 3 feet from the dumpster anyway, so you have a deluxe box for two.
Those are the best kind.
Yes, and even greater that's behind the bar. So what do you have? You have a girl who can take your stench, a place to sleep, and you can get a few drinks afterwards. Pound it and lock it, bro. And put the chain lock. There you go, Alex.
I got it.
Yes, because you're a lion.
That's right. Lion.
John, what is your problem with the ladies?
Well, the ladies don't like my penguins. And I feel like that may be the problem. But I mean, how can you say no to such a cute little penguin?
They are delicious.
No. They're cute. You can't eat a penguin.
You ever had penguin wings?
I've never had penguin wings, but
they are the best.
No, they need their wings. Even though they can't fly, they can swim with them. That's really offensive, actually. No. But long story short, I like to take my penguins out and show them off to the ladies, and they don't really appreciate it. They should, but
now, if you let me jump real quick, I think you're showing the ladies something that you should not be showing them, okay? Nobody wants to see a penguin, my man. Nobody wants to see a penguin. The way I see it is that you have no athletic bone in your body. It's not a bad thing if you were good looking, but you're not. So you're gonna have to use the only muscle that you're comfortable using with, John. Just staring at you in the face the entire time. It's screaming, John, pull me out. And I'm talking about your big, fat, juicy, veiny brain, the old noodle. Okay, because women love intelligence, John. All right? Because women understand that with power comes the money, with money comes the key to their hearts, and you also get the dolce. So you are gonna have to buy women with your smarts, my friend.
And not my penguins.
No, not the penguin. They don't want the penguin. Okay? I believe in you, John, because you're going after girls that look like this on this monitor, when you should be after going girls that look like this. You're Gold Rush, John. You're winning for success, all right? I believe in you, up top. You're the man. Now, for all of you lonely bachelors at home that have no girls for the holidays, here's some simple tips for picking them up. 1, there are no simple tips to picking up a girl. You gotta do your recon, on your target. Notice what your strengths are. Some of you can adapt to your surroundings. Some of you are more likely going to have to drop your standards. But just remember, baby steps. It's better to swim with floaties than to drown. No shame in that. Well, that's all we have for you today. Tune in next time, guys, for tips on how to please your woman. We'll be right back with Allison Walter and Corey Banning, who spent the day covering a few hot spots around the Central Florida area.
Even if you don't drive 180 miles an hour like I do, it's still risky driving with an allergy medicine that could cause drowsiness. Be careful. Don't buy any allergy medicine until you read the label. Or do what I do and stay Claritin Clear with non-drowsy Claritin.
So, let me get this straight. You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
carrier pigeons, sir.
Isn't this a little outdated?
No. These babies are equipped with GPS and night vision. This little guy's headed off to Cleveland.
Amazing. What about the big stuff?
That's been taken care of.
Wow. Let's switch to FedEx.
Hi, I'm Allison Walter, your Hotspots host, and this is our field reporter, Corey Banning. In this segment, Corey steps outside the cave for the day to cover your local hotspots in Orlando. So, Corey, what's our first hotspot?
Well, first up on the list of hotspots around the Orlando area is the world-famous Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
Five Guys?
That's right.
Are you sure that's considered a hotspot? I mean, just a fast food place.
It's not just a fast food place. Let's take a quick look before you go judging it so quick. For those of you guys out there with needy girlfriends but are still trying to maintain a tight budget, Five Guys Burgers and Fries presents a fast food experience with a fine dining vibe. Also, Five Guys is a great place to take a girl out on a first date without having the heavy expense. It is a journey of delicious food that won't take away from your bankroll. From the fresh cut fries to the burgers that are cooked right after your order, Five Guys truly is a fast food hotspot with a gourmet touch. Five Guys Burgers and Fries is located near Lake Baldwin, just off of New Broad Street. You see what I mean? It looks pretty good, right?
It does. Looks pretty good.
And that's why I chose it. Well, next up on the list of hotspots is the locally famous Shipyard Emporium.
You know, I've always wanted to try that place. How was it?
It was pretty good. Let's take a look. Shipyard Emporium is a brewery, pub, and restaurant that has been locally owned and operated in Winter Park, Florida since 1994. Over the past 17 years, Shipyard Emporium has been a great place to spend guys' night and also presents an atmosphere that is sure to impress the ladies. For those beer connoisseurs out there, Shipyard Emporium offers a select club called the Mug Club. The Mug Club includes many benefits, such as Mug Club parties every month, and more beer per pint for the same price. Shipyard Emporium is located in downtown Winter Park, just off of West Fairbanks Avenue. For more information about Shipyard Emporium and the Mug Club, check out their website at shipyardemporium.com.
Looks pretty good. So I hear they gave you a few samples of their local beer?
That they did. I got a few samples and made my final stop of the day at the Aloma Cinema Grill to catch a movie and get a bite to eat.
Hey, you went to a movie by yourself?
Yeah, I go all the time.
Oh, well, I mean, I was free yesterday. You could have called me.
Well, I asked the weather girl. So, anyways, next up on our hotspot, let's take a look at the Cinema Grill. Aloma Cinema Grill is a great place that combines a restaurant and a supreme digital cinema experience. Aloma Cinema Grill offers special discounts to all students. Prices for students are as low as $5.50 per person. The Cinema Grill is a unique space that allows you to take your date to a sappy chick flick, but enjoy a pint of beer and some burgers at the same time. Aloma Cinema Grill is located on Aloma Avenue, just past University Drive.
You know, that looks like a place I'd like to check out sometime.
It was really great.
Well, maybe you could take me to these local hotspots.
That would be perfect.
Really?
Yes, you'd make the greatest wingman.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Speaking of wingmen, you should hook me up with the weather girl. She's quite fit, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. Anyways, for more information about these hotspots in the Central Florida region, check out our website at www.youtube.com/danwootv. And we will be right back after this commercial break with your local weather.
This Friday,
Roscoe!
going back home is never easy.
It's gonna be a long weekend. He started it. Ah! It got my mouth!
Freak! Good morning, Reggie.
Martin Lawrence.
Oh!
Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday.
What are you building, Stark?
I'm working on something big. fly. I just finally know what I have to do.
On June 6th, he's part special agent.
What are you, bionic? No. I only like the girls. Thanks anyways.
Part stylist.
Have you ever worked with kids before?
All man.
Stay out of my business, Mustafa.
This is not my name.
Was that your feet?
Adam Sandler.
Smell it, now take it. That's for you.
You don't mess with a Zohan.
Thanks, guys. We have a great looking forecast over the next few days. The weather will be perfect for outdoor fun. Get out your grilling gear Friday night with a predicted high of 72 and a low of 56 and not a cloud in the sky. It will be a perfect afternoon or evening to spend around the grill. Saturday has the potential to be beautiful with a chance of a few clouds. Some beautiful, cool weather though, with a high of 76 and a low of 59. The trend will continue through Sunday, just in time for football. A high of 79 will offer the perfect conditions for throwing around the old pigskin, spending time with family and friends, and taking in a breath of fresh air. The temperature is expected to stay approximately the same through Monday with a high of 79 again. Overall, we have a fantastic looking weekend ahead of us. Back to you, Fran and Scott.
Thank you, Crystal, for that weather update. This has been another edition of The Man Cave. I'm your host, Fran the Man.
And I'm Scotty B.
See you next Man Day.
Oh, yeah. Nacho.
You just watched Dan Wu TV with your hosts, Fran the Man and Scotty B. Please visit us at www.youtube.com/DanWuTV.